Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hold on just a second. Got to get rid of some banners. What's up? Steak, did you get a shirt when we were at the Natty or no?
No. I only got a hat.
Oh, well, that's still something. Also, that hat's kind of sick.
Oh, the hat's awesome.
Yeah, I think they did a good job with the hat. What's up, everybody? Good morning. You just had a comment highlighted. What was it?
It was Chewy. Said he's been eating healthy and drinking 6 to 7 waters a day on his vacation, and I was proud of him.
No way.
Yeah.
Chewy. We love to hear that. I had a nice I had a green juice. Oh no, my wife had a green juice. I went with a blueberry smoothie with a banana. I'm a big peanut butter guy. You're a smoothie guy.
Yeah.
Would you say you're more of a juice guy or a smoothie guy?
100% like a smoothie with protein.
Okay. And what do you like for the base? Do you go milk or like a juice? Water.
Almond milk.
Almond milk is pretty good. So at the place I get my juices, I've just started doing this new thing. They put mango juice in it, but it's way too much sugar. So I get a small coconut water. You buy it, and I say, "Can you make it with this?" I don't think that's being annoying.
No.
And then when we lived in Orlando, we bought an actual juicer. We were doing celery and cucumber juices in the morning. Actually pretty. So I feel like your wife would be into that. No,
Yes.
she likes the veggie juices and shit. It's pretty good. Listen, as much as we love condoning responsible gambling and having fun, drinking beer or high noons, eating wings, all that stuff, we also like to condone healthy habits. Steak is. Are you still running, by the way?
What? Yeah.
I've slacked on my running. I've been doing incline walks, which I still like.
Some people say that's better.
You know, I'm going to tell you what, I have thought that a few times. I feel the burn in my thighs more when I walk on an incline than if I ran like 2 miles. You know what? I actually think Greek yogurt is on the myth list. I don't think yogurt is that good for you because it's got a lot of sugar. It's got probiotics and it's got protein.
Have you had Oikos? Have you ever heard of it? It's protein yogurt and it has no sugar. It's actually pretty good.
Oh, then no, I haven't heard of that. That sounds very interesting. Go ahead. You're going to say something?
That's what I said.
Oh, well, I thought you were about to say something else. I see you reading the chat, and I know, and like
I like reading the chat. I
know you do, bro. I literally read the fucking chat. I feel like I read the chat for a living. No, but I read the chat too. But sometimes I see a reaction in your face, and I feel like I missed a good comment. Damn, Oikos is the best. Right. Yeah, I like it for the texture. And I don't hate throwing an avocado in a smoothie either. Yeah, they healthy. Where are you in? Let me make sure my gain's not all the way up. Where are you?
He's in the Philippines.
Chewy's in the Philippines?
I think so. You got to pay attention.
Dude. Oikos, 15 grams of protein, 0 sugar, game changer, says Logan McCrary on Twitter. Wow. Hey, Total Boy, can we sweep today?
I'm trying. I'm really trying.
Are you killing it on the totals?
I went 3 for 3 yesterday. I think since I started posting them, I'm 30. 3 and 3.
Okay.
I'm 33 and 22 this month since I started posting them.
Well, that's pretty good. I'd imagine with like minus 110 juice, that's probably up if you're 10 games over 5 or 6 units.
Yeah, exactly.
I have not played any totals. I was on the wrong dogs of the day yesterday, and hilariously enough, the one that I commented on, which absolutely disgusted me the most, was the fucking Mavericks. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what made you like the Mavericks? Because you didn't really have a lean on that game at all. I was saying I liked the Celtics. I thought it was a fat spread. I thought the Mavericks, after losing to the Sixers, after they kind of were competitive in that game, would be a little, I don't know, dead. But
you thought that spread was fat, just considering like
I wouldn't say we. I wouldn't say we. I would say I.
Yeah, no, I said you. I didn't at all.
Said we.
Yeah, no, not at all. I think the Mavs are in limbo. I think there's people out there. Well, everyone thinks they just made the worst trade in NBA history, but there's people also that think they'll be decent once they get Kyrie, AD, and Clay all playing together. I actually am not buying into that trio, to be honest, but no one likes them while they're in limbo waiting for AD to come back, and so I just fucking try to take advantage of that.
Okay, fair enough. By the way, I don't know what's going on. The stream title, I just changed it, guys. Did you see a Gambling State U with a sub bang? By the way, Coastal KC, 21 months sub bang. Saw you out there. 26 months Gambling State U. Appreciate you. Good morning. We got a lot of people coming into Twitch right now. Hello, everybody. Make sure, by the way, if you're following, if you're watching in YouTube, we are getting our subscribers up. We'd really like to hit 1,000. What's up, bad guy? Bad guy who's actually a good guy. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'd very much appreciate that. Mid-major Matt is up. Looks like he just reacted to something. I did just want to make sure he was going to be on for today. It looks like he is. Hype Train, we got Crutch Bets dropping 5 subs. We love that.
Oh,
did you follow Stake and Bet? Flatwoods, I literally just said, oh, no. Well, I said I didn't bet that one because I didn't like that one. No, I took the Warriors, but I liked them. I really like the Warriors.
Yeah, me too. I don't regret that at all.
No, I don't. I would take the Warriors again. I didn't follow that game. Were they in it at all?
They were out of it very quickly in the beginning, and then they made a comeback. I think they cut the lead to 4. Draymond got a technical at the end of the game, which surprises no one, and they lost by 8. I had +7.
No.
Yeah, they lost by 8.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought they got their ass kicked.
Well, they did in the first half. They were down 20. LeBron with Curry, literally. LeBron had like 42 points. He's insane right now.
So is LeBron just going to go on this tear of like being rejuvenated after they made a move for Luka?
He's honestly been pretty good all year. He's just fucking defies logic.
Yeah.
This is the coolest version of LeBron, in my opinion. It's just crazy. He's fucking 40.
Not to take anything away from LeBron or anything like that. The guy, even though I am an avid like kind of LeBron hater in the terms of I think he's a massive cornball. Do you think, and I'm not trying to get all conspiracy theory, but do you think there is absolutely no doubt there is like something he is using that's just not being tested for because he's the best player in the NBA?
Or maybe it's just not a banned substance.
Yeah, but like more people would be doing it.
Yeah, I think you're underestimating how much of a just absolute freak he
is.
No.
Because I want to make it clear, this is not something I think. I'm just curious. It at least has to be a thought that runs through people's heads. He spends
the thing is, man, I think when you're like literally reached the fucking exactly.
This Crutch is saying $2 million on his body.
He must, because I heard Derrick Henry spends $1 million a year on his body. LeBron's probably spending crazy money. He has crazy money, but I don't know, man. I think the last thing LeBron James can afford to do is fuck up his legacy with some kind of cheating scandal, and I don't think he'd risk it. I think before he'd do that, he'd fucking retire.
I guess my point is this. If anything came out about LeBron James, that would get squashed.
Potentially, but I really genuinely don't think he'd do it.
Look at what happened to Shohei.
Shohei is not LeBron.
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
LeBron's going to have you're not going to believe what LeBron's going to turn into. He's probably going to run for president. I'm not even joking.
Oh, God.
Not saying I want that, to be clear. Not getting political. I'm just saying he's so the guy. He's going to fucking run for president. It's going to happen.
Right. As long as everybody knows MJ. Yeah, I wouldn't argue that. And you would?
No, it's just the worst. It's my least favorite argument in sports.
Yeah, I know. I hate debating.
Skip and Shannon, you could tune into First Take for that shit.
Cam is Money. Good morning. Shout out Cam is Money. The guy's on absolute fire right now. Low key, just keeps winning and winning. 16 of 17 days. He's been in the green, climbing up. Good job. Cam is Money. Low key, silent ball knower. We like guys who do stuff the right way. I do bust his balls about being a little bit of a plus EV robot, but at the end of the day, I really do think Cam is a sharp bettor and a good dude. Doesn't take himself too seriously. Ball buster, all those good things. Even though he came at me with 2 weird chirps earlier in the year, I said those are his mulligans. Nice job, Cam is Money. We love to see you in the green. We love to see everybody in the green.
Has Cam ever been on a stream?
Yeah, Cam came on. Jake Hazen came on. Ollie came on. Phil Zutley came on. And those guys are all welcome back, by the way. Good dudes. But Cam came on and actually pitched an incredible MLB future 2 years ago, Steak. I think you actually tailed it. Noah Syndergaard under ERA. When he joined the Dodgers. No bias in that bit. By the way, mid-major Matt, I can't wait till he comes on. I could take the joke, and it was very funny, but he said, fade DJ anytime that he bets the Rays.
You hate that. You can't take that joke. You hate that.
Hold on. No, I have been very wrong about the Rays many times. But this year specifically, the Taj Bradley masterclasses that I timed and sold and got off as soon as everybody started DMing me, DJ, it's Taj Day. DJ, it's Taj Day. Buy the rumor, sell the news. I said, stop. He had 7 games in a row where he fucking crushed and went in the green. I think I won 50 units. I said, no mas. How? How do I get slander for the Rays when I told people not to bet on
this? Is Greg's fault.
You know, at the end of the day, what isn't Greg's fault?
Well, like Greg convinced everyone that you were a Rays homer the same way I convinced everyone you do cocaine every piss break.
It's actually, that is really funny because now when I go take bathroom breaks, which I guess the creatine, by the way, creatine water, somebody noticed, they're like, wow, DJ, you went an hour and a half, no bathroom break. Amazing.
I saw that.
I've noticed when I come back from that, though, I see the chat comments. They would go from like 20 comments to 36 comments to 50. Now there's like 75 comments and they're all, and I'm like, you really got this train going.
Yeah. For sure.
It's very impressive. Real quick, while we shoot the shit, and then we're going to talk NBA. We're going to use Outlier. Just Tailing Dawes gifted a sub bang. Appreciate you. Token picks with a sub bang. Love that. Great job, Steak. By the way, shouting out people. We'll do more of that. Definitely have to earn and have to prove yourself. I get people all the time that like ask me if I can retweet something or tag them or do this or follow that. Listen. Earned, not given. Okay. We support people trying to make a name for themselves, but you got to put in the work and grind a little bit. You can't just start an account, have 35 followers and expect for that shit to happen in my opinion. So good shit. And we always want to recognize people that are doing a good job in this space. But we wanted to talk a little NFL player awards, MVP, and then talk NBA for the day and use Outlier for our or my NBA ladder. And Steak, if you've got somebody, nice job on DeRozan. Saw he went over his points. And all you non-ball knowers in here who told me that 6'6" Derrick Jones was a lockdown defender, it was always Pascal Siakam. But we're moving onward and upwards. W. Royal, what happened to Royal? Yes, W. Royal. Jalen, what is he saying? Is that something?
I don't know which Jalen he's talking about, but since it's Royal, I'll assume Brunson.
Oh, is that who we're? Oh, I bet Hovey loves that. Zach LaVine is not good. Hot take, argue with the wall. I don't know that is a hot take. I'm not really a Zach LaVine guy.
I would call that a lukewarm take.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Steak. So MVP went to Josh Allen. I want to say you agreed with me, but you weren't as adamant as I was on thinking Josh Allen should have gotten this award. Would you say that's fair? Like you thought like there was definitely a case to be made for Lamar Jackson and you almost thought maybe he should have won it? Or is that?
No, I'm very happy. My eyeballs are very happy from watching the NFL all season that Josh Allen won the MVP. But a weird thing does happen with MVP. And actually, ironically, the year Lamar won it, there was people with better stats than Lamar. But Lamar won it, and everyone was like, the stats. And then this year completely switched around because Lamar Jackson's stats were better than Josh Allen. And it got really close to undeniable. And that's why you saw the push for Lamar to win MVP again. But I genuinely don't think they could give Lamar 3 MVPs. I understand it's a regular season award, but giving Lamar 3 MVPs with the way he's performed in the playoffs, I just can't. I don't think that can happen. And I know Josh Allen hasn't been a lot better, but he has 0 MVPs. I think he had to get one. I think Saquon should have had more love. Like Saquon almost should have won the MVP in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But as an offensive player of the year ticket holder, I was more than content with him winning that. I think at the end of the day, if Lamar Jackson would have won his 3rd MVP, no sweat. I'm not losing sleep. I'm not out in the streets marching or protesting. He's great. I like Lamar. I like him a lot. I want him to win a Super Bowl. But there was just, in my opinion, like if you had financial interest, obviously, if you had a Lamar Jackson ticket, sure, push the stats. But at the end of the day, like, let's just talk like as human beings. And like you said, with your eyeballs, in no world should Josh Allen not get one when Lamar Jackson's already got 2 with what he just did on the Buffalo Bills this year. In no world.
And you got to remember, I don't care what anybody says, because going into this season, it was, oh my God, the fucking Bills lost their top 2 receivers and all their good defensive players while the fucking Ravens added Derrick Henry.
Yep.
And going into the season, no one thought Josh Allen was going to do this. Everybody knew Lamar would do this again. Lamar's fucking amazing. He's amazing. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. But let's just say we're both Ravens fans, right? You really want this motherfucker to get another MVP before he fucking gets to an AFC championship?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Fair enough. I mean, as a Ravens fan, I wouldn't mind if my guy had 3 MVPs, but you're right. Like, if you're bringing it up, it's like, oh, Lamar Jackson's got 3 MVPs. It's always that he doesn't even he sucks in the playoffs.
It's 3 playoff wins.
Yeah. No, good on Josh Allen. The rest of the awards, Surtain Defensive Player of the Year. I'm good with that. I don't know what he was in the betting market before the season, but I would imagine he had to have been a good number, right?
Absurd. Had to be absurd. It's not that people didn't know he was amazing, but you don't do a lot of cornerbacks win that award lately?
No.
That's why I think
absolutely not.
Crazy. He's insane.
And that was a great draft pick too when the Broncos got him. the offensive player of the year, Saquon Barkley, big W's, by the way.
No-brainer.
That's 3 straight. Justin Jefferson, CMC. Justin Jefferson was a good number. I think he was like 14-1. I think
When
did you tail that or did you take that?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. No.
Well, that was 3 years ago. 2 years ago, 2 years ago was CMC plus 750. Also messaged Dave Mason for Bet Online to see if he'd put him up for an MVP. He did, like 150-1. Took him for a small amount. He got down to, I don't know, 7-8-1 to win MVP. That was awesome. And then Saquon Barkley, 18-1, phenomenal number. I saw some guys out there with 40-1 uncut gambit gems. I don't know if you guys follow him. Awesome futures better. I don't know where these people find these numbers. Good on them. Jared Verse, love Jared Verse. I lost a little on him in the draft because he fell and I couldn't believe he fell. But other than that, I think I had I did not take an offensive rookie of the year. Did you take anyone for offensive rookie of the year? You
Caleb.
did. You took Caleb. I knew it. Oh, you smiled. I knew it. You went all in on Caleb, and I told you to bet him MVP. But hear me out. Hear me out. Jaden Daniels got recognition for MVP. So if
he deserved it.
I agree, but that's my point. If you're going to go all in on a rookie quarterback in a team, you got to.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I'm at least happy to see that like there was a chance it could happen. Jaden Daniels is a fucking man. Are you moving forward? Stock up on the Commanders, like no sophomore slump. How do you feel right now?
Well, I want to be clear. Wasn't anti Jaden because I was so pro Caleb. I just really genuinely thought Caleb was so pro ready and the weapons were so good that it was going to be undeniable for him. Didn't work out that way. I'm not out on Caleb. I want to be very clear. I think he's going to be really good. But I did bet Commanders win total over, and I bet them to win the division. Obviously, that didn't happen. So I'm pro Jaden. And no, I do not think there'll be a sophomore slump. I think he's the NFL's next superstar quarterback for sure.
I agree. And I want to, and I'm not bringing this up to start the riffraff back again, but I actually think it's a testament to potentially what the Washington Commanders are building when the whole Chernoff luck thing, when he said they were the luckiest team since the 2018 Chiefs. Just remember what happened next. What have the Chiefs done since they were the luckiest team in the NFL from 2018? They turned out to go to fucking what is it? Their 5th Super Bowl? Six Super Bowl? How many, what Super Bowl is this?
5 out of the last 6
They
years.
missed 1 year. They missed 1 year where it was the Rams and Bengals.
Yeah, it's 5 out of 6 years, I'm pretty sure, because they missed the first year too when they lost to the Patriots in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, you're right. So 19 was Patriots, Rams?
That sounds right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm all in on the Commanders, dude. I'm all in. As long as Cliff stays there, I'm really curious to see where they're going to – I wonder where they're going to try to improve.
Oh, wide receiver.
Oh, yes. Yeah. And then what else? I think that's kind of it, right? Offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year, MVP, offensive player of the year.
Comeback player.
What was that?
Comeback player, Joe Burrow. Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I had J.K. Dobbins. I thought he had some life too early in the season. Did you take anyone for comeback player?
No, but I love Joe Burrow. Like, I bet him to win MVP, but should Joe Burrow have won comeback player of the year? He's Joe Burrow.
No.
What the fuck did he come back from? Another injury?
He came back from an injury.
That's stupid.
I agree. I don't think so. Honestly, I don't even think Aaron Rodgers should have been in comeback player of the year contention. Comeback player of the year should almost be like a little guy award, like a 6-man award in a way. Like,
I don't think it should be, oh, you were injured last year and now you're not injured. That's not really my thing.
Yeah, well, you came back from an injury.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like it. I feel like if you turned around your career.
I 1000% agree. And I understand the interpretation of the rule, which was why Cornfields was giving shit to GRP so much, because he had Sam Darnold. I think if I was to write the rules for the award, Sam Darnold would be more of a worthy candidate than Joe Burrow or Aaron Rodgers, personally. Dude, DeMar died and literally came back to life. Sure. Yeah.
That's the exception. Notice how we didn't say DeMar shouldn't have won it, because he's the exception, even though to me that was just a Disney award at that point, but it's totally fine because that's what happened.
Cool. All right, let's talk NBA Steak, and then we're going to have mid-major come on maybe in about, 25, 30 minutes. I do have a corp afternoon today. I'm going to probably need to hard stop at around 11:45. But I think we have plenty of time to look at the NBA board, talk some props, look an outlier, and see if we can find ourselves a little ladder, maybe a collab on a dog entry. We got 7 NBA games today, Steak. I know it's very difficult to cap the NBA this early. We don't know about the injuries or whatnot. But let's do our best and see what we do and don't like. Oh, real quick, let me just address. Yes, we are going to talk Super Bowl. Also, on that note, the Super Bowl newsletter will be out tomorrow morning. There's no rush since the game's on Sunday. Obviously, I understand you'd be like, what are you talking about? We want to bet these lines because everything moves. Well, you know we're not those kind of guys. All right. If you want to get your bets in because you're worried about the line movement, you're probably not waiting for a bunch of schmucks to send fucking what they like in an email anyways. But and we're not gatekeeping. We got the podcast. You know what we liked for the most part. We kind of just followed through on that. And but we will talk overall game with Mid-Major because he's got something he likes. We're going to feature Cornfield's favorite prop. Steak's got about, I don't know, 15, 16 in there that he likes. I'm probably going to tail just about all of them. And then I don't really know what Greg is coming down with yet. He's the last one we're waiting for that'll be in tonight. He's a bit of a wild card. Ben Simmons on the move again. No way.
Where's he going?
Wait for the newsletter syndicate. I don't know. Where could he go? Magic? No, the last thing the Magic need is somebody who can't shoot. Cavs
shouldn't do that. Clippers fine.
I actually think that the Cavs made a pretty good deal. I know they gave they gave up a lot for DeAndre Hunter, but I'm okay with DeAndre Hunter going to the Cavs.
DeAndre Hunter is very good. That was a very good move for the Cavs. It showed they're serious. They definitely needed another piece if they think they're beating Celtics in a 7-game series. Obviously, you saw my post. I don't think that's happening, but that was a great trade for the Cavs.
I miss being able to comment on LeBron James. Just have to say what he's doing will never be duplicated. Greatest player of all time. If you think otherwise, you need some sort of brain evaluation.
What he's doing will never be duplicated, and he probably is the greatest player of all time, to be honest. I'm tired of arguing it. He probably is.
Would you agree that what Tom Brady did will never be duplicated as well?
It feels like there might be someone duplicating it right now. Am I wrong? Pat Mahomes is so Tom Brady.
No, I think we're talking about playing at that level at that age.
Oh, I think Pat Mahomes might do it.
I don't know, man. Pat Mahomes already got a little bit of a gut.
Dude, that's just crazy. That's crazy.
What are you talking about the whole way that you could play late?
I'm just saying, don't count it out. Don't count it out.
No, it has nothing to do with talent. MJ still has more rings than LeBron. We're not talking about rings. Pat might.
I'm not talking about rings.
No, Pat might win 8 when you said someone might be doing it right now. You got to take care of your body at an insane level. Tom has been disciplined. Like, dude, Pat is definitely fucking ordering McDonald's sometimes at 4 a.m.
So when do you think Pat Mahomes retires?
Comfortably at like 38.
Okay, that's fair. I don't think I'd be willing to argue that too much, that he would play past 38. So fine. In this instance, Tom Brady is LeBron James.
This is actually true. I've played basketball with Steak.
I can shoot, yeah.
Steak has a shot, and he's like, it's not like Sean Marion, like it looks weird. It's just you're all wrist.
Yeah, it's all wrist.
And it's fucking nasty.
I'll have to get something on Twitter. I'll go to the gym and put something on Twitter.
Yeah, I think he'll miss like the first 2 or 3, but then he'll knock the 4th one down and then he'll make the next 6. Jordan Stats just as good. We're not doing this right now. I can't,
guys. I'm sorry.
Yep, no more. Okay.
Just turn on First Take or YouTube Shannon versus Skip.
Tom, shut the GOAT debate up when he went to Tampa and won a bowl. Fair enough. Yep. All right.
Can't argue that either.
Spurs and the Hornets. You know what? Let me get RotoWire up because I know we're going to want to know who is playing. Spurs and the Hornets. So the Spurs got De'Aaron Fox. They looked great. They won that game against the Hawks. I'm still not necessarily out on the Hawks, maybe in terms of player props or anything else, because the guys we'll talk about the Hawks another time. This is not the Spurs. We'll talk about the Hawks another time. I have some thoughts on the Hawks. The Spurs are a fun team. 22 and 26 is crazy for how fun this team is and what they're capable of with this new addition of De'Aaron Fox. He balled in his first game. Steak, the Hornets are, they're not the worst team in the NBA, right?
No, not at all. With LaMelo Ball in the roster they had, they actually weren't awful. They're awful without LaMelo Ball, and then they just traded their center, who's really good, to the Lakers. I like getting Dalton Connect. I guess that's fun to see what he turns into, but he's not playing today. I love watching LaMelo Ball play. I don't care
I agree.
if I sound like a Fortnite fuck. I love LaMelo Ball. And honestly, in this game, you have to decide when you trade your center to the Lakers. Like, I want to bet the Hornets, but do you really want to fucking look who's playing center tonight for the Hornets and tell me they're stopping Wemby?
Hold on. Let me just point out their schedule. I don't know if I've ever seen this before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is going to be their 9th straight home game. And Steak, with the exception of the Grizzlies, which they didn't cover by the hook, they've covered just about every double-digit spread, 10.5, 12.5, 13.5.
A very good portion of these are without LaMelo Ball. And I'm not sure he's even playing tonight, but I just...
Diabetes.
Bro, me too, Royal. I was very surprised they traded Dalton Connect, but then I sit back and thought about it, and they had no choice to go get a center. So I guess the Hornets must have said, we're only doing this if you give us Dalton Connect.
Who did they get? Valanciunas?
They got Mark Williams from the Hornets.
I don't know who that is.
He's really good.
Where is he? But where did he come from?
I want to say Duke. Is that right?
I don't know.
It's like Duke or Kentucky. I forget. But he's only been in the league 2 years.
No way. Is this actually? He's been in the league for 2 years?
I think he's been there 2 or 3 years. He's very, very young. He's very good. If you put his per 48 minute stats up against he'd be a top 5 to 10 center in the league.
Is this real?
No, I'm sure. That's kidding.
Okay. I mean, dude, you got I'm first of all, I'm gullible. Second of all, I kind of like some TMZ, conspiracies and stuff. So if that's what's being talked about, I find that hilarious. Also hilarious that Bronny is even an NBA player. I mean, that's also Space Jam 2 and Bronny being named Bronny, and Bronny being in the NBA is why LeBron will never be my GOAT. Yeah, I said it.
I'm going to say it. LeBron is a GOAT because his son, who is literally not good enough to be an NBA player, is in the NBA, and Michael Jordan's son is busy getting arrested for DUIs because he fucking parked his fucking car on the train tracks. Jordan couldn't get his bum ass son in the NBA, but fucking LeBron did, man.
But
that's impressive.
But Michael Jordan's son is was probably better than Bronny.
No.
Marcus Jordan?
Trash.
When he was at UCF?
Trash.
If Marcus and Bronny were to play one-on-one,
Bronny.
No way.
Marcus Jordan was ass. Go ahead. We got to pull up his stats. Go ahead.
I'm fucking pull it up.
No, you are. Marcus Jordan, UCF stats. We need the stats, dude.
Bro, okay. All right. But what the fuck was Bronny?
Better than Marcus Jordan. Please pull up the stats.
Hold on. I'm looking.
Or I'll do it, but I don't, I can't share my screen.
I know, because you refuse to get another monitor. All right. It says career 94 games, 12.3 points per game, 2.7 assists, 39 field goal percentage, 30% from three, 73% free throw.
This is at UCF? That's where he went, right?
I mean, I think. I don't know what website this is.
And what did Bronny do in his freshman year?
I can even pull up game logs, actually. You want to look at his senior year? Let's see if this guy did anything. All right. Here. You're not going to see this. Where the fuck is points? I mean, he had a couple games with 28, 26, 20.
Dude, he's not kidding. Kev isn't kidding. There's a real story saying Dalton Connect was traded because he wouldn't pass to Bronny.
Okay, I got Suge on my side. Bronny sucks, dude.
I'm not talking about Jeffrey Jordan. I'm talking about Marcus Jordan.
He's saying Jeffrey Jordan is better than Bronny. Isn't Marcus better than Jeffrey?
I don't know about that. I don't know much about Jeffrey Jordan, to be completely honest with you. Only one I know about is Marcus because he's an Orlando guy.
Bronny James.
Bryce James is going to be an absolute animal.
Bronny James. Where'd he go? USC?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Basketball Reference. Oh my God, you're out of your fucking mind, dude. Bronny James, 25 career games, 4.8 points per game, 2 assists per game, 36 field goal percentage, 26% from three, 67% free throw. He's worse in every category. This is your worst take, and I can't believe I'm getting shit. Non-ball knower. I at least remember Marcus Jordan. You guys are slurping Bronny James. Unbelievable.
Okay, fine. But we are comparing Marcus Jordan's senior year to fucking Bronny's freshman year, but it's fine. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Is this serious? Always defends the Coke guy, shocker. We have a mid off. Bro, calling Bronny mid is insane. And I know Marcus Jordan sucks and he never deserved to be in the league. If Bronny James was not LeBron's son, he wouldn't even sniff
Oh,
it.
I never would argue that. I said LeBron's the GOAT because he got his mid son in the NBA and Michael Jordan couldn't.
Bronny, thank you. Wait, are his G League stats good?
I think so.
No, I'm not pulling them up then because that will not.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay, let's get back to this is amazing, by the way. This is February 7th, Friday morning conversation that everybody's tuning into. We went from talking about the Spurs Hornets to Mark Williams to Bronny James versus Marcus Jordan. How does that happen? This is why you tune in and subscribe to the board review. Take on Butler. Oh, this is a good one. And then we'll move on.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm Jimmy Butler is like made me look bad. Because even though I'm not big on the NBA, I still like dogs, and like Jimmy Butler was like one of the dogs, so I was pro Jimmy, and especially after watching the Netflix thing, like Jimmy's like a kind of an interesting, odd dude. But I think he's kind of cool, and I've always told you this, I've never thought he's that talented, but he plays hard, and I love that because that's how I played basketball. I went a whole season not scoring a point, but I played hard. This is a bad look for guys like me who are pro Jimmy because he's a dog, because he looks like a big diva. And kind of I would never say this to his face, but like kind of a bitch. So now all that said, it's like, it's hard for me to compliment this because I'm so out on Jimmy. However, I kind of think it's a good fit. A guy who can do it all. If he's going to be pissed off, if he's going to play hard. I don't really know the full makeup of the Warriors. I know they got Kuminga. I know they got Wiggins still.
Wiggins went to the Heat in the trade.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So they have Kuminga. They have Steph, Draymond still, who's old as dirt. Who else do they have?
Star-wise, not much. Not much at all. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like the fit, and I think giving 35-year-old Jimmy Butler, who cried his way out of a fucking team, he was a hero, literally a Miami hero. Like, Jimmy Butler was a fucking right under D-Wade for a season or two. With the run they made to the finals, he was a fucking hero. And I think the fit sucks, but even more so, I think giving Jimmy Butler $60 million a year at 35 with this attitude is just the craziest thing ever. And I think it's the Warriors are very, very desperate because you're almost at the end of Steph, and the Warriors may never be this way again because, like it or not, Steph is one of the most influential NBA players in history, and everybody fucking knows and watches him, and they're thinking, let's try to make one more thing happen, and this is the only thing they could do. This is the only guy they could get, and I think it's going to backfire similar to the way fucking Paul George backfired. I don't think Jimmy Butler has anything left in the tank, really.
Well, you're getting praise. People are saying great take, Steak. Horrible fit. Yeah, how about this? Aside from the fit, doesn't this kind of just make your blood boil of how the NBA has this much money to play players to begin with?
When you remember that Saquon made $13 million this year, yes.
And like, whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what's the counter argument? Oh, it's just going to sit in the fucking billionaires' pockets. Like, I get it, but this is crazy, dude. And it's not just Jimmy. Like, it goes back to the Chandler Parsons contract. It's crazy what these guys get paid. Jimmy Butler sucks. Wow. Yeah. Hold on. Javon said something where people are saying bump. What did he say? DJ comparing himself to Jimmy Butler. Not true. Oh, we're glazing G League stats. Wow, what a world. Jimmy is just an older Wiggins, but when he tries, it'll be fun. Interesting. Nightmare spacing offensively for Warriors. Oh, that's a ball knower take. Tobias Harris was a max player. What's wrong with Jason Terry? You're mad because they make enough money to pay guys like this?
I'm not mad, Snacks. I'm not mad. I think it's crazy, though.
Yeah, I don't think being mad is the right thing. It's crazy. Yeah.
I think Bismack Biyombo got a $64 million contract at one point, Royal. I don't know if you remember him. Timothy Mozgov, he got like $70 million. There's some crazy shit out there.
Dude.
Jimmy Butler fucking Oh, that's funny, dude.
I don't think that's a good thing, but I think it's like on the cusp of being a good thing. I don't know.
We're gonna take it as a compliment.
Thank you. Equity Rise with a sub bang gave Troll Your Facade a sub bang. That's a fun name. Okay, I was biz guy, but still crazy. I don't know what that means. Not so
Bismack
crazy.
Biyombo.
Oh God. Yeah, I remember that. That year, the Magic fucking traded for Serge Ibaka. I mean, Rob Hennigan.
Do you remember who was in that trade?
Oh yeah, the Victor Oladipo and the pick that got DeMontis Sabonis.
That's pretty fucked.
Yeah. And it was just interesting to me because the defense that Rob Hannigan had was like, oh, we want to just try to play our style of basketball where defense is an emphasis. We make it impossible for people to get to the paint. But at the same time, the league was transitioning to like, it's a guards league.
Mm-hmm.
You got to have shooters, got to have athletes. And we're out there getting Bismack Biyombo and Serge Ibaka. I mean, it was just a fucking nightmare. Someone photoshopped DJ with an emo Jimmy Butler here. Stop it.
Someone's going to do that.
Wait, is this don't Taylor Horton Tucker me again?
It is a much better player than Taylor Horton Tucker. Taylor Horton Tucker, sorry. Much better player. It's a very good young NBA stud.
I should know who Mark Williams is.
Now that you downloaded Outlier, you should.
Bro, I did that 4 fucking minutes ago.
Ed, stop that.
Hold on. When he was at Duke. Wait, Steak. DJ's Mark. It's actually very funny. Wait, when we went to watch Duke at the Barclays, the worst stadium on the planet.
Year after he left.
Okay, so he wasn't on that team.
No.
Okay, so he was on the team before that lost to North Carolina twice?
Yes, think so.
So that was Paolo.
Well, that's a good question.
I know.
All right, chat. Didn't Williams play with Paolo?
Dude, I'm glad I have Special K on my side here. So, brother, I know he's at Duke because I asked who he was, and they
said found that out today. Snacks, don't give him too much
credit. Snacks, come on, if you're gonna be,
he played with Paolo. Yes,
I'm correct. Okay, Mark Williams played with Paolo. He was probably the fourth guy on that team that was worth a shit.
Why does it matter, dude? He's in the NBA and he's performing at a high level.
Hold on a second. He's in the NBA.
We've went over one game.
Okay, but hold on. He's literally been in the NBA for one season. This is his second season.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah.
Okay, so he's in the NBA. He was not a superstar in college. Paolo was the guy on Duke, and then they had somebody else that I'm forgetting, not Jeremy Roach. He's on the Charlotte fucking Hornets. They're 12-36. I'm supposed to know who that is.
Get in here, Matt. It's fine that you don't, but I think he's worth knowing a lot more than like. I didn't care that you didn't know who Horton Tucker was. I don't care if you don't know who like the ninth role player on the Bulls is, but if you're going to get into the NBA, you should know who the up and comers are. Sure.
I'd like to learn. I just don't want to be shamed for not knowing who Mark Williams is. And
I'm not shaming you. I'm not shaming you.
No, I know you're not. Like I said, I'm fucking putting the people who are trying to stuff me in a locker into their own locker, or at least keeping us separated in the hallways. Cleveland and Washington. Cleveland 17-point favorites. What do you think?
I assume DeAndre Hunter's not playing yet. Not that it would affect me too much. I'd probably lean Cleveland right off the jump for sure. But Wizards been playing like their best basketball, which isn't saying a lot because they're still probably the worst team in the NBA. But I think they won have they won 4 in a row or 4 out of 5 or something?
Yeah, but they did just make a big trade, right? Doesn't that kind of throw?
Well, Kuzma for Middleton. I don't know if Middleton. I would assume Middleton. There's no way he's playing tonight, right?
I don't think so.
And then obviously they got Marcus Smart. There's no way he's playing. They traded Valanciunas, but they got Nurkic. It's just a fucking mess.
Yeah. What are the Wizards trying to do? Are they trying to win?
No, they're not trying to win. I can't even like in my head. I can't picture Chris Middleton playing for this team. So I know he will, but I can't picture it.
When is the trade deadline?
It's over.
So they're just going to keep Middleton and Smart?
They're going to. Yeah, it looks like it.
Wow.
I haven't heard otherwise.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Miami and Brooklyn. Ooh, this is kind of a good game. Do you lean Nets here?
Yeah, that's my one. I text you, said I have one I can confidently say I won't be flopping on. It's the Nets.
I feel like 6-point home dogs have been covering, and we just saw the Pistons do this. So I was trying to see. No, they haven't been 6-point dogs, but they have been. What?
Cam Johnson is a masterclass candidate, dude.
No.
Glad they said it. The guys you want to say it are saying it.
Ooh.
Also, fun stat. Miami Heat are 3-8 as road favorites, And the Brooklyn Nets have gotten sneaky much better defensively. Like literally in the last 10, they're allowing like a little over 100 points a game. Before that, they were allowing like 115 a game. So even basketball brain, I like the Nets. I know that sounds weird, but I do like the Nets.
No, it doesn't sound weird at all. All right, hold on real quick. I just want to go to Outlier for just a quick second. You're telling me that Cam Johnson, and what do you like for him?
Points.
Just straight up points?
Straight up points.
All right. Ooh, we're buying low. All right, so hold on. Going against the Heat have a pretty good defense. He plays the power forward position. And if you go against power forwards, okay, they're susceptible. They're vulnerable at the power forward position. And then also, I always like to look. I know you don't need to do this. Cam Money always makes fun of me because I look at the roster on RotoWire. I don't know. I guess I closed RotoWire. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. Who's the power forward on the Heat? Do you know off the top of your head?
Who would be playing? Oh, well, do they start? Yeah, Bam and Ware both start at this point, I think.
Yeah. Ooh. That's okay. We don't care about that.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, I'm okay with it. The Heat are getting worse defensively. The Nets are getting better defensively.
Okay. All right. So, Steak, dog of the day, official right now. One of them.
Just Nets +6 for now.
Okay. No spread. I'm sorry. No first half money line and money line for the game. How about my Atlanta Hawks? I mean, Trae Young. So I've gotten talked off of Trae Young. That's fine because DeAndre Hunter came through. And I got talked off of Pascal Siakam. Lesson learned. I'm not listening to the outside noises anymore. That's okay. But here, Steak, do you think – hold on. Let's go to games. Do you think it could potentially be the Hawks here?
I don't know. Maybe. They were somewhat sellers at the deadline, which I thought was interesting. It's not like they it wasn't like a fire sale, but they got rid of some guys. I don't know. And then you got the Bucks, who obviously there's no way Kuzma plays, right? Is Kuzma playing? I need you to pull back up the RotoWire, sadly. We need it for this.
That's okay.
Yeah, no Kuzma. Game time decision, Giannis and Dame. There's just no point in talking about this one. But look at who the Hawks look at who the Hawks are starting at center. Look where they're starting at small
brother.
Forward.
So this is what I was going to tell you. I kind of want to fade. This guy went out of his fucking mind when I had DeAndre Hunter, and I'm like, this guy won't stop shooting. Dude, he was out of his fucking mind. Who am I supposed to know who this guy is too? Huh? Did he go to fucking Kansas?
No. Maybe he did.
Okongwu.
I think that's the tight end for the Titans.
Okay, listen, in all seriousness, this guy was out of his mind. How do we not take his under points today?
I'm fine with it.
On the Ball Brother High School team? Oh, yeah, everybody knows that.
I can 1,000,000% say I absolutely didn't know that if that's true.
USC. Fading a good player? No. I mean, come on, dude. He had a fucking best game of his life. Best game of his life. And look, every time, 22, then he had 14. 19, then he had 14. A couple of 19s back-to-back, but whatever. Okay. You don't know what you like here because of the injuries?
Yeah, but what's the point if I don't know, if Dame or Giannis is playing?
No, I agree. Then we're going to move on.
I think the line seems a little short, which makes me think they're not playing. Yeah.
Okay. I kind of like the Hawks, man.
We got to get Matt in here. Don't you have a hard stop at 11:45?
Yeah, but we got plenty of time.
We got to get him in here.
Super Bowl, dude. It's one game.
Okay,
the Hawks have covered 5 of 6. I like how they won this game in Detroit. I mean, they came out sluggish, dude. Sluggish against the Spurs. And
they have lost 9 out of 10 games. I do not care if they're covering. They have lost 9 out of 10 games. I'm not impressed with covering when you've lost 9 out of 10.
Good teams win, great teams cover. Apparently, you don't give a fuck about that. Some sports better you are. Sixers and the Pistons. Sixers 4.5 on the road, total 226. Any early thoughts here? Would you like to see the RotoWire?
If they're 4.5 against the Pistons team that's been playing great, I know that Joel Embiid is playing. Yep, there he is. This is as close to fully healthy as you could hope for the Sixers to be. So you say, I kind of like Embiid, but I wouldn't bet the Sixers.
Okay. Would you like the under here? I know you're a totals guy. 226. Both teams are
Cade might
good
not
defense.
play. That's interesting.
Who?
Cade.
Mm.
If Cade isn't playing and all the Sixers guys are playing, that line is short to me. Got to be right, Kev, because that line would be crazy if he wouldn't.
I guess the Sixers are no strangers to 226 totals, but they do see him in the 230s quite often. Sixers have been playing a lot to the over lately. I kind of like this under. I just sort of see a really physical game between these two. And isn't Jalen Duran a really good or Duran? Isn't he a really good defender?
Yeah, and good rebounder, but I don't think he's. I don't think that means he's stopping Embiid. I don't think anybody's really stopping Embiid.
Bro, you telling me that Embiid over points is a Twitter POD, Javon?
Is it? It's interesting.
Bro.
Wouldn't think it.
Jalen Duran fucking body. I might fade Okongwu and Embiid under points, double ladder.
I'm okay with Okongwu. I can't say I would agree with fading.
Okay,
Embiid.
I think I'm going to get involved with totals or total, and I'm going to go total today.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with your under look.
I'm going under in this game. All right, 2 more, and then I'm going to take a piss break, and then we're going to get mid-major up here. He's in the queue. Toronto, 19 big spreads.
Yeah, somebody's not that the Thunder shouldn't be huge favorites, but somebody has to be out.
Oh, Chet.
No, somebody has to be out for the Raptors for
Okay.
sure. 19 is insane, especially since they've been playing decent basketball. And I know they traded for Brandon Ingram. He's obviously not playing, but somebody else has to be out. RJ is out. Okay.
All right,
I don't know AP, but he really hates Jewish people, so I'm gonna avoid that.
We're done talking about that game. Tell me that it could be the Utah Jazz dog of the day, Steak.
Go back.
They're playing the Suns. Wait, what do you want to see?
No, I just want. I'm trying to remember who they're playing. They just won their last game outright against the Warriors, right?
No way they do it again.
I like what you're saying.
They've covered 3 in a row. Last road game, they played the Warriors pretty tough. But, dude, the Phoenix Suns are spiraling. I just don't think the Suns are a good team. So earmuffs, Beeman earmuffs. Kevin Durant, I guess he was out. He might be back tonight. I already know. I know it. I think I haven't looked at Outlier, but I think I know who I want. Is Walker Kessler good? Yes or no?
Yeah. Solid.
Not convincing. That's not a convincing yes.
I think he's solid.
I need to look. Who the fuck is Nick Richards? First of all, oh Jesus, this guy looks like cornfields.
7-foot cornfields, dude.
23 years old, because nobody in the NBA is not 23 years old anymore. Listen, all right. If I'm just looking on the surface here, Nick Richards should body Walker Kessler. But at first, the name Nick Richards just sounds like a guy that I wanted to fade.
Yeah. I don't think he's bodying Walker Kessler. He's from the Hornets too. Nick Richards, another big man from the Hornets. So they fucking lost both their big men. Walker Kessler just had a season high 18 rebounds. Oh, dude, I think Walker Kessler 7 for 9. I think he's kind of in his bag. I think I want Walker Kessler tonight. Can you kind of see the Jazz dishing it and getting down low? I would never be mad at you backing Walker Kessler.
Are you being serious or are you joking?
Not being dead serious.
All right, hold on. Let me just take a look at this real quick. So implied probability, which is what Cam is money uses. Just kidding. KD under points tonight. That's your Alex Caruso Cam is money collab.
What is the over under on him? Because you see Beeman's comment, he needs 26.
27.5.
Not fading that. No thanks.
Somebody said, how are you backing Walker Kessler? Well, let me tell you.
Does he have obnoxious odds for a double-double?
Who?
Walker Kessler.
Walker Kessler?
Yeah, I can look that up. I'll look it up in Hard Rock.
All right, look it up right now. I might go points and rebounds.
Let's see what double-double is first.
Points 10.5. I mean, he just had a very, very good game. He just had 13 points and rebounds. So I don't typically like to buy off that. I mean, look, he had 32, then he kind of sucked, but Walker Kessler is kind of a dog.
Minus 110 for a double-double.
What do you think?
I don't hate it.
The Suns are one of the worst defenses in the league against centers. 29.
You ready to go, Matt? We need you up here. Ready to go?
I'm good.
Let's go.
Hold on, I got to take a piss. Or do you guys just want to talk
me and
about
Matt? We could shoot the shit.
Okay, Caruso. No.
Walker Kessler?
No. Is he really?
Alex
Caruso's not bad.
Yeah.
I just don't always like to be
Is
that
that true?
What?
Isn't he awful?
Caruso?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Matt, that's a lot of wall and barely any head. Do you want to tilt your camera down a little bit?
Absolutely not. After you said that, I'm keeping it like this.
DJen wants more head, Matt.
It looks like you're just like, hey guys.
I'm creeping up. Well, you have your forehead so much in the camera. I wanted to put as little of mine as possible. I can immediately ration it out.
Have you ever seen Beetlejuice? You know, and like the
the
head shrinks. That's kind of what it looks like right now. Caruso is awful. You're correct, Steak. Wow. Is this Matt Eberfluss's biggest fan?
This is the Royal.
Are you a Matt Eberfluss guy?
No. Royal's just mad because whenever he tried to talk me into betting LSU against Georgia and they lost by fucking 25. So I've been giving him shit every day.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Matt, great job on college basketball this year. You've been absolutely dialed. And I have to say, when I saw you taking Oklahoma State money line, granted it was, 30-1 against Houston, I was like, zero fucking chance. That's the worst wager I've ever seen in my life. And then I saw they were up like 34-30 in the first time. I was like, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And I mean, they only lost by like 6 points. That's kind of a win in my book.
They were down by 6 with a minute left.
Okay. All right. Well, I still give you credit because I think Oklahoma State is dog shit. Just the fact that you saw a little bit of an angle there is great. All right. Should we touch on CBB today and then talk Super Bowl? Because there are a few games.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Whatever. The CBB board is not great. It's going to be pretty sharp as fuck. So I only have one play as of right now that I like, and I don't know if I'm going to get on anything else unless Steak tells me to.
Okay, well, there's 7 games, and I'm just looking at it quickly. I think there's probably 3 games at least worth talking about, maybe even 4.
Okay.
So let's bring it up, and then we're going to talk Super Bowl. Want to get see what you're thinking. You've already thrown out a little bit of a lean to me earlier, but I don't know if you've changed your mind. But let's get the board up. All right. I didn't play any college basketball last night. Steak, I saw you like Kennesaw. Good job. They came through. I don't know if you bet anything else.
San Francisco State. Good job.
Nice.
San Fran.
Okay. W's. All right. Princeton and Penn State, we don't have to talk about that game too much unless, Matt, was that the game that involves your only play? No? Okay. USC and Purdue. We were just talking about Bronny James, obviously USC legend, going against the Boilermakers. Steak, you and I just bet on Purdue on the road as 6.5-point favorites. They won by 9. Matt, I don't know if you had anything involved with that game, but now they're returning home. They got USC before they go to Michigan. Could this be a look-ahead spot? Is anybody going to be on the Trojans? At the same time, it's a massive spread for a team like USC. They've only been double-digit dogs once recently, 12.5. Not only did they cover, Matt, you had them that game.
I did. Yeah.
But?
No, I like them here again. So Purdue is phenomenal. However, they can be...
Talk about this game. I'm going to take a piss. Sorry.
Okay. So I mean, Steak just wants to fucking winners, so I don't need to explain to you, I guess, the matchup. But USC's biggest issue is like they don't have a center, but Purdue doesn't really have a dominant center. Their biggest guy is, or their best guy is Trey Kaufman-Renn, who's phenomenal. But USC can match up with him, and they also have like Desmond Claude, who can match up with Braden Smith. So they can match the size. They're not as good, but I think they can give Purdue trouble. Especially when you look at what Purdue's done recently. They went on the road and they covered against Michigan. They barely squeaked out the cover against dog shit Indiana. And they went on the road and covered against Iowa, which we all know. You guys talked about it. At home, Iowa's just been beating everybody and covering against everybody. And then with Michigan on the road again tomorrow or this weekend, I think they just kind of overlook USC when the West Coast team coming out to the middle of the fucking Northwest or whatever. I don't think anyone pays attention to these games. So I do like USC here.
Yeah, I sucks. I didn't want it to go this way, but I think I kind of disagree with you. Okay. And for some reason, it's because Purdue is this team where I feel like Vegas really respects them, but like your everyday gambler doesn't at all. They didn't like them last year. I've mentioned it. Everybody hated Zach Edey, and now they're without Zach Edey. And people don't like Purdue. I don't know why. And then I remember, like, I looked at the spread and I'm like, wow, that looks shockingly large, that spread to me, considering the fact that 2 games ago, USC just beat Michigan State outright. And I gotta be honest, I sort of think it might be a smash spot for Purdue.
I definitely see why you're saying that. I'm gonna bring up their splits right now. Do you know Purdue's splits like at home or ATS or USC's on the road?
No, I would guess that Purdue is very good against the spread this year, but maybe I am wrong.
Overall, absolutely. At home, Purdue is 7-5, but USC is actually 4-1 ATS on the road. So maybe I'm way off.
But do you think the spread is large? Because I know me and you DM about like disrespectful spreads. This spread feels disrespectful, dude.
Yes. So my issue is my favorite play is another team that's laying 14.5. Okay. So I don't want to play 2 14.5 favorites. And there's another one that's fucking 13.5. So in terms of large spreads, since out of 7 games, 3 of them are over 13, I don't know if this one looks large to me in that sense.
Okay.
I listened to all of that.
Did you wash your hands?
No. Somebody who's a doctor in this space DM me and said washing your hands is not necessary every time. Sometimes the buildup of bacteria to get in your immune system to battle back, it works. But no, if I'm in a public place, I always wash my hands. In my own apartment where the bathroom's clean.
He didn't pee, Matt. For the last time, he didn't pee.
Somebody said Nutri-Grain bar. No, my wife got these like granola like protein ball things from the store the other day, and they're really good. And so
he's like smacking his lips right now. Steak, you see that?
I know. By the way, did you see GRP post that picture of Malnati's pizza? All I was thinking about is like a big like saucy piece of pizza. Could you imagine the sound he makes? Like, I think the audio of that would be hilarious. Okay. Anyways, I liked what both of you had to say, and I'm not necessarily siding with Steak. I'm not going to play this game at all. I don't really want to fade USC because of what they're capable of doing on the road. I only sort of agree with the fact that nobody likes Purdue. But we were saying, why does nobody like Purdue? I don't know. I've watched Purdue, and they don't
They're not sexy.
They're not sexy.
They're absolutely good. They probably have the best point guard in the country with Braden Smith.
He's awesome.
But I think it's also the same narrative, like, because everyone's talking about it. The West Coast teams that are coming to the East Coast, it's USC, UCLA, Oregon, when they're going out to the Northwest, nobody is playing their spreads. And same thing for the East Coast teams. Like, for some reason, the ACC, that's Stanford and California or Berkeley or fucking the ACC, and those teams come out to the West Coast to play 8 o'clock at night tip-offs. Idiotic. But I think people are just fading that narrative also.
Fair enough. All right. Yeah. Do you guys have anything in VCU Dayton?
Can you see what VCU's done lately, DGen?
I sure
Because it looks, this line screams Dayton.
Yeah.
So Dayton came through at St. Louis. They did not come through against Davidson. I took them first half. So they did just burn me. So anytime a team burns me, I always think about going back. This is what VCU has done lately. VCU is doing quite well. They're 18-5. Wow. And they're covering. So they covered 19.5, 19.5. I mean, they've been a favorite. I can't tell you the last time they weren't a favorite. At New Mexico State or New Mexico. So last road game, they did lose outright to the Billikens as a 5.5 point favorite. That is one thing to monitor. Dayton, home game, didn't cover, kind of sleepy against Davidson. Dayton's a small favorite.
Yeah, it screams Dayton.
It does.
Screams.
Yeah.
Dayton steals coin, though. I'm sure someone in the chat's going to remind you that Dayton steals coin.
And they also opened VC opened a favorite, and now they're Dayton's minus one.
That's crazy.
Fucking on the short board. I'm just never playing it. Like this year, I've made money by not playing these lines. I'm gonna stick to it.
I'll say this: I didn't play Ohio State yesterday because I thought that was a duping. Obviously, they ended up winning. I'm not going to say it was lucky or wasn't lucky. I don't care. But I don't think I see any way around me having to press the Dayton button today. I'll be honest with you.
Absolutely.
Just so I understand what you said, you don't see any way that you're going to like you're not going to bet Dayton?
I have to. put a unit on Dayton.
No, because he missed Ohio State. He's salty, so he has to play this line.
Understood. Sorry. You said it properly. I'm just an idiot. Okay. So it's Dayton. We're split here. And St. John's, Connecticut. This has got to be the game of the day.
Probably the biggest game, if you would.
So UConn is an interesting team this year. Hold on, let's start with St. John's.
They fucking suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say interesting in the way that they're just not good.
Yeah, but I feel like people wanted to believe they were good.
Yeah, they beat Marquette.
Back-to-back national titles.
Well, that's my point. You want to believe UConn's good because it's UConn. They come out of the season, they drop a couple games. Bobby Hurley goes fucking nuts. Then you start to wonder, oh shit, are they back? They beat Baylor, they beat Texas, and then they beat Gonzaga. They have this nice little run, and then nope, back to their old ways, losing to fucking Villanova. Which I guess they're a 1-point dog, so Villanova must be good. Losing as 7.5-point favorites against Creighton, and then losing to Xavier. But they just have a nice win at Marquette. Before that, they were 13.5-point favorites at home against DePaul. They won, but they did not cover. The Johnnies got to be one of the best stories in college basketball. 20-3, and they are fucking rolling. So all that is the buildup for me here. If I look at this game, how could you not take the 3.5 for St. John's?
Go ahead, Sig.
You want me to go first? I think this is the home duping. I think everybody's going to press UConn simply off the fact that you pay a tax for UConn. And DJen, we talked about St. John's Marquette, and what did we say? St. John's doesn't really get respect. They're undervalued. We said Marquette was overvalued. St. John's beat them, and you're back in the same situation, I think, because UConn is overvalued. I saw someone say McNeely, or however you say his name, is coming back. Doesn't matter to me. I think UConn's overvalued, and I still think St. John's is undervalued. The only thing that makes me nervous, because for some reason life has brought me to watch a bunch of St. John's games this year, these motherfuckers are the worst free throw shooting team that I have ever fucking watched. It is absolutely insane. You will not believe it. So, DJen, I'm just warning you because you're going to have a bitch session on Twitter later. If you bet the Johnnies, they are going to miss 15 free throws. Just prepare yourself. It will happen.
Listen, now that you just told me that, after the two team totals I just bet with Pitt and fucking Oklahoma going a combined, what was
perfect. I mean, Oklahoma was
46 of 48. Matt, yeah. You ever heard that in your life? 46 of 48, two teams. Pitt was 18 of 18. Oklahoma was like 28 of 30.
Do you think you're special because you watched one game with a lot of fouls?
It wasn't a lot of fouls, dude, but he's right. That's a crazy. College kids don't shoot free throws.
I had the team total under on both these teams, and they don't miss any free throws.
You were right. It's just like the refs fucking someone paid the guy.
So, anyways, my point is this: after being burned by the best free throw shooting performances I've ever seen in my life twice, the last thing I'm going to do is bet on a team that isn't making their free throws, because now everybody should just make their free throws when my money is involved. So. For that reason, I'm out.
Well, outside of that, I will say I 100% agree.
Sorry to cut you off, Matt, real quick.
No, that's okay.
Any interest in the under? Johnny's one of the worst 3-point shooting teams also.
I wouldn't play that only because Johnny's also play fast as fuck.
Oh,
and
okay.
They full court, like Rick Pitino is a fucking madman. He full court presses for 40 minutes. Which creates a lot of turnovers, but it also creates a lot of open baskets on the other end because they can never get back on defense.
Okay.
If they can break the press.
And what is your thought on the side? I saw you nod your head. I think you agree with Steak.
Johnny's.
Is this your POD?
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's Johnny's. And if you talk about, and Steak can agree with this, teams in the Big East that aren't being respected this year, you could say Creighton because they lost one of their best players in the start of the season. They're like eight game win streak. I think they've covered all fucking 8 games, and the other side have been sharp every game, been burning everybody. Same thing with the Johnnies. They're 21-3 or whatever. They're just gonna win games. I think they win outright. UConn sucks, dude.
Are you gonna take spread and money line, or what
I will. I'm not fucking staked. I don't put a whole unit on each.
I know.
This is just one like it's a 3-point spread. I think you just take the spread.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I see what you're saying because it's like not juicy enough.
Not really. I'll take the 3 points or 3.5 points.
By the way, if you want to follow Mid-Major Matt, there is the link for his Twitter. I feel like I should do this more often when we have people join the show because it's as easy
Thank
for people to follow, and also it's kind of hard to read. Not
Nobody cares about followers more.
He's right, and the only reason is because, dude, every time I go on a win streak, this same fucking dude hits me up for a graphic design. It's been 2 years and I haven't responded, and he still always fucking hits me up, and it's so annoying.
You should probably respond and say no, you're not interested, or
He
say
can see I've seen his message. Like, if you don't get the goddamn clue now,
people don't have clues, man. People don't get clues. There's no self-awareness. There's no clue picking up. Anyways, St. Louis, the Billikens, and St. Joe's. A lot of Saints, total 147, 6.5. Any reason to talk about this game, or should we just move on and go to the Super Bowl? We got to talk about Matt's favorite play. Duh.
Yeah, I have a guess on Matt's favorite play.
Go ahead, State.
Is it Boise State?
It absolutely is Boise
Wow,
State.
I was going to say Utah State.
Yeah. Because that's fucking fat against San Jose.
17 and
First
4
read-
yes.
Can I talk, or are you just going to look at these paper stats?
Do you have anything on St. Louis, or should we move on?
St. Louis covered by 16, I think, the first game against St. Joe's, and St. Joe's opened 5.5. So Adam Chernoff and his syndicates, they all bet St. Joe's, and I would agree with it. Line screams it, so I would agree. Boise State's going to blow the fuck out of San Jose State of the water later. They barely covered by 3 in the first game. Fresno State's coming off a double fucking overtime when they were favorites and barely won and did not cover. Boise State's not going to score. San Jose State's not going to score 60 later tonight.
I agree. I like it.
Real quick, Ariel Epstein shouted out mid-major, Matt.
Yeah,
Was that not you?
It's absolutely not me.
Okay, I heard that and I was like, Matt is DMing Ariel Epstein for all her prop bets.
Fucking, you know what's funny is Korn DM'd me that too and said, "Congrats, buddy."
I mean, I was taken aback by it for a second. Okay, so mid-major, POD today, Boise State.
Boise State.
Are you laddering?
20.5. Absolutely.
You're laddering.
Absolutely.
All right, and then last play, and then we'll talk Super Bowl. Utah State laying 12 on the road against Fresno. Seems like a lot of points, is it?
You said, yeah, Fresno sucks. Utah State is amazing, like an ATS. So it doesn't feel like a lot of points to me.
They're 10 and 12
No.
ATS.
Utah State just didn't cover against Wyoming. Is that right?
Yeah,
On the
they haven't
road?
covered in 3 straight.
It did not cover against Wyoming. Yeah,
9.5 against Wyoming. They won by 4. 10.5 against UNLV. They won by 5. Yeah, so they haven't covered in 3 straight.
Oh, that's fair. They started off like fucking 9-2 against the spread, so maybe I'm putting too much weight into that, but then falling off.
They're 20 and 3 ATS. I'm sorry, straight up. So they are very, very
that's
good.
what I'm thinking. But I don't have much. It doesn't look fat to me, especially when I consider, I guess, Boise State looks fatter. So that's just what I'm leaning into.
Okay. All right.
I would say this is the number 1 stay away game on the board tonight.
Stay away.
Don't bet it.
All
That's
right.
fair.
We've just wrapped up ball talk. Now discussing the Super Bowl and props with Steak.
Can I just mention? Do you guys see how Fat Girls spelled Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, I see that. That's crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, it guarantees me, and it shows me that he definitely grew up with the education in Chicago with that education system. But
Are there Chick-fil-A's in Chicago? Is that a stupid question?
there are, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the education system knock because I'm from Florida. And when I moved up to New York, everybody was like, oh, look at this Floridian. Your education must suck. Let me tell you, these motherfuckers, these elitists think they know it all. They don't know shit. Just because you read a bunch of books and you're good in calculus, they lack a lot of common sense. All right. There's a lot of things they're not very smart with. So there's just a wise guy once told me one time there's 7 different types of intelligence. So maybe people in Illinois are just intelligent in a lot of other things that bring value in life, like eating.
Yeah.
Do you remember this skit, you guys?
Wait, is that how Fat Girl spelled it? Chicken fillet?
No.
Yes. Or-
No. He spelled it CHICFILLET.
like fillet.
Oh, that had to be a joke. That would be wild.
Man. I don't know.
That
Fat
would
girls wouldn't fuck around.
That would be wild. Okay. Was somebody asking a question before I said we're going to move on to the Super Bowl?
No, move on to the Super Bowl.
All right, we're talking Super Bowl. Matt, Actually, before I do that, I know we've heard chatter that money is probably going to be hitting the Eagles. Let's see if the line has moved at all. I'm pulling up Wager Talk right now. Kansas City open 1.5 favorites. They are down to -1, minus 105 at a lot of places. Maybe it's going to come down to a pick. Some people have said they think the Eagles are going to close as a favorite. Wouldn't surprise me. The total in this game is 48.5. It's still 48.5. First lean for me was Chiefs in the under. I don't think I'm going to get there with the Chiefs. Steak made it official a couple days ago on stream. He said he's going down with the Chiefs, but he likes the over. So it's kind of getting me nervous. I don't know that I'm going to have a side or a total, but I do have a good amount of props that I like. Matt, let's start with you since you're the guest of honor. Where's your head at with the game, and then we'll talk props after.
I bet. So one of the props I bet is both teams to score 30 points.
Did I mention that on the podcast? Did you remember? I mentioned that to you, right?
That sounds familiar. I think you.
And we even talked about it.
What are the odds?
40.
I don't remember what I got of that, but I'm also going to bet 40 plus points. I think it's like 8-1 or some shit at 12-1 stake.
I don't hate that, dude.
Yeah. So I think the defenses look good on paper, but I'm never going to fade Mahomes again in my life in the playoffs. It's just something I'm not going to do. So I'm not going to bet the Eagles. I also think like this is probably a huge step for the NFL with every other sport kind of reeling in terms of like viewership. This is like the game to get people back on track and to get more money than ever. And to have the villain in Patrick Mahomes going for history versus the fucking most handsome quarterback in the league, apparently, and with his riz and drip with Jalen Hurts. I just see fucking points, man. I like the under. I guess with my football brain, but my gut's just telling me they score a fuck ton.
Steak, you do still like the first half under, don't you?
I don't necessarily like the over. I wanted to be clear on that when it was my turn to talk. I like the first half under and then the second half over. I do think it's interesting with this total, with how good the defenses are, and the fact that last year's Super Bowl was 25-22, and both teams scored in overtime. So it went to overtime at 19-19. Chiefs have a better defense this year. Obviously, I know the Niners are known for having a good defense, but the Eagles' defense is no slouch either. I kind of think 48.5 is a fairly high number.
After the Eagles just scored 55.
And also, real quick,
I don't think 48's no, I disagree.
Backroast wants to know if you guys think this is weird. The total yards for the Chiefs, 354.5. Total yards for the Eagles, 364.5. Do you think that's weird?
No. Do you?
Initially, yes, I did, kind of.
Well, would the losing team, if again, just the Chiefs are favored, not by much, but if you're saying the Chiefs should win, is it weird that the losing team would outgain the winning team? Is that kind of what he's saying, right? Just so I understand.
Yes. But what he's not considering is that Mahomes is going to be up. He's going to have the ball, and he's going to run negative 20 yards, and they're going to lose 20 yards as a kneel down to run out clock. And
does that count?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Kneel downs count. Yeah.
That's hilarious. I know you're only being like 10% serious, but that's hilarious.
But that counts.
Yeah, it does.
People have lost bets that way.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I don't think it's weird though, because I mean, if you think about offense-wise, the Eagles they have Saquon Barkley, they have AJ fucking Brown. When he's healthy and gets the ball, he's phenomenal. I think they have a better overall offense than the Chiefs, and I don't think that's a debatable, I guess, argument. So it's not weird to me.
This is interesting. Kneel downs also count as rush attempts, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of variables, so I just don't see it weird.
Okay, so Matt, you like the Chiefs?
I like the Eagles. I'm just not going to bet it.
Okay, out of respect for Mahomes.
Yeah, I just don't want to lose money again.
You're going to take one team to score 30 plus. You're going to dabble on 40
both teams
plus.
to score 30 plus.
Oh boy. So let me ask you this. I'll push back a little bit. I've got a hard stop at 11:45, so we have about 23 minutes left, which I think is plenty of time. I want to go through some of my props, some mistakes props with you, and see what you have to think and see what the chat has to think. Chat's buzzing right now. So You seem like the type of guy, a little bit older, a little bit wiser. And as we've gotten to this stage in our lives, we value coaches and coaching staffs.
Mhm.
Seems to me like you would probably appreciate Steve Spagnuolo.
Yeah, very much so.
All right. So with 2 weeks to prepare against the Eagles, given the Eagles are high-powered offense, Saquon's amazing, et cetera, do you not think that the Chiefs defense, one of the better defenses, I know they haven't really been great against running backs and whatnot, against James Cook, everybody keeps referencing that, but do you not think that given the competition that the Eagles have faced, this is going to be one of the better defenses they've seen maybe all year? And it could give them some fits and Jalen some fits. That's kind of where I'm at with the under.
Well, I see what you're saying, and I agree with it. However, I'll push back on both you and Steak and saying that I don't think this Chiefs defense is that great overall. I think it's worse than last year's. Their second cornerback, Jalen Watson, he's been injured all year. He did not play great last round against the Bills. Their run defense is really fucking bad. And this is something your buddy Chernoff keeps talking about. And this is actually, I'll support him on this, is they have one of the highest yards allowed for running backs before contact. That's not what you have, especially when you consider their linebackers are also poor against tight ends. So they can't cover the middle of the field. They can't stop the run. And their secondary is not as good as it was last year when the Niners, you could argue they should have had 30-plus points if their quarterback didn't suck in Brock Purdy. So I think Spagnuolo is a mastermind, and he's been squeezing this lemon as much as he can, and I think it's kind of dried up. That's why I'm thinking the over.
Well, you cannot deny the results then. That's Spagnuolo because they won a lot of games from defense this year.
I agree. Yes. But I also look at the other side of the offenses they played. If you think about their stats against running backs, but also consider which running backs have been doing good against them, they've not been good teams.
Somebody went over this list with me. I want to say it was when we were on Owner's Box, DGen, about Najee Harris lit him up. Yeah, Jalen Warren lit him up. Just bad running backs. I did hear this stat for sure.
What caught my eye and what made me kind of think along this path for a couple of weeks is when they played the Raiders, when the Raiders got that field goal blocked, and I think it was Sincere McCormick.
Oh, I remember that.
Right? Oh, yeah. Like 90 fucking yards. The fourth string running back against the Chiefs.
I'm not here for Sincere McCormick slander, though.
That's
big
fair.
Sincere guy.
Not talking to him, but it's more so the Chiefs' defense to not be prepared to be able to stop him consistently when they had Aiden McConnell at quarterback. That does not impress me at all. Maybe it's just a spot play that the Raiders played well, but I'm just not bought in.
Yeah,
despite the results, Steak, yes.
So you don't like my under longest rush for Saquon Barkley play?
I don't hate it, actually, because I think that Spags he has to load the box. He has to put his corners. Yeah, he has to put his corners on islands and just say, if Hurts, if you're gonna throw the ball to AJ Brown, then throw it. But I'm gonna dare you to. So I don't mind that.
So I'm going to take everything you said basically, and I'm going to not necessarily throw it out, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to condense it to like one game. And this is kind of how I felt with Derrick Henry against the Bills. The Bills defense did not impress me really all year. And their rush defense was terrible too. I watched that game against fucking Breece Hall had his best game against them, I think, on the ground. Derrick Henry, the first time they met, ran first yard carry was 70, 80 yards. He had like 200 yards rushing. But what's the game plan? You have to make sure Derrick Henry does not repeat that kind of success. That's what I think Spagnuolo is going to do with 2 weeks prepare, load the box, stop the run. If Jalen Hurts is going to beat us with his arm, let's be honest. Actually, before I even say let's be honest and give a point, what's your take on Jalen Hurts?
In terms of?
Like, do you think he's a good quarterback? Do you think he's overhyped? Do you think he's worse than people think?
I think if the Eagles had like 5 other quarterbacks, that's not fair because I can say that about a lot of teams. He's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
But you think the Eagles win the Super Bowl?
Not because of Jalen Hurts.
Gotcha.
It's because I respect Saquon Barkley so goddamn much.
And I respect Saquon Barkley too, for what it's worth. But
also their defensive and offensive line is really why I would get into it.
Yes.
For the Eagles.
Yes. The Eagles' offensive line is incredible.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What do you see game script wise from the Chiefs, Matt? If both teams are scoring points, who do you like from the Chiefs to score? Do you like their passing game? Do you like their running game? I kind of like their running game. And I want to lean into Pacheco a little bit. He might be hurt, but I think they're going to use him and let him loose in this game. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to die on the hill of I don't think Kareem Hunt is going to do dick in this game.
Really?
I'm going to die on the fucking hill.
I got to know why.
Because if you see what he's doing, he cannot run outside the tackles, so he has to run kind of inside the tackle box. And think about the Eagles' defensive line and the massive human being that Jordan Davis is. And Jalen Carter. The guy killed a man with a fucking slap to the face. And the Chiefs' best guard had to move out to left tackle because of injuries.
Thuney?
Thuney, yeah. So they have a very poor replacement at left guard, which I actually bet on last game against the Bills. There was a lot of pressure in Mahomes' face, but Mahomes is just incredible and got the ball out quick enough. Their interior run game is not great. And if you think about what the only path to success for Hunt is to run the ball up the gut, I don't see Andy Reid dying on handing the ball off to Kareem Hunt 15 times for 3 yards to carry. Because if you need 3 yards, he'll get you 3 yards. If you need 4 yards, he'll get you 3 yards. He's just very limited.
Make sure you subscribe to the newsletter on the website. You can do so for free. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. What's up, Ghost Blazer and June Valid with new follows? Welcome to the board review. Okay, does that mean you like Pacheco at all?
Not necessarily, because okay. I think, and just the way I see game script, I think Mahomes throws the ball like 35 times the game. Because their interior line is so bad, their game script, and you could see that Reid's done in the past, they'll just throw the ball with 0.2 seconds out of the snap and extend their running game through short passes.
All I'm going to say is I agree with you. I do think it would be fitting for Mahomes to go crazy passing in his worst year statistically, to go nuts in the Super Bowl stats-wise. And the other reason why I don't dislike Pacheco and I don't dislike Hunt, but I genuinely believe that there is going to be 3 gadget plays for Xavier Worthy in the backfield this game. I've just watched enough to see they fucking love getting this guy involved in weird ways. And I think they could be huge plays. And I think that could take away a lot of the love from Pacheco and Kareem Hunt having big plays in this game.
Same thought process.
Yeah. My reason for Worthy is a little bit different. I'm kind of upset I didn't take him against the Bills because it made all the sense in the world. But we had the outrage of the Bills trading with the Chiefs. And it just makes all the sense in the world. The Chiefs are going to trade for a guy. And he's proven that he can do the job and play well in the Super Bowl. Like, Worthy's going to get looks. He's going to get touches. Yeah. You're probably going to score. So, Matt, last thing about the Chiefs, and let's transition to the Eagles. The Chiefs, I see Special K is blowing up his POD in here with a fucking 45-1 touchdown score.
Can we talk about it real quick?
But let me say this, and it's going to segue into it. We talked the last time they played the Eagles, Sky Moore, Kadarius Toney had 1 catch each. They each scored. So who's going to be that Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney type of guy? Special K sounds like I don't even know who that guy is.
He's the kick returner. He thinks there's going to be a kick return for a touchdown. And it's funny because haven't I been hyping you up about that all week?
Oh, the first kickoff.
You've said that opening kickoff's going to have you already have the bet in.
I have the bet in 37 to win $6,000, opening kickoff to be a touchdown, but I kind of just want to go with a kick or punt return for a touchdown.
I was looking at that today because the Chiefs guy is phenomenal. When he gets in open space, he's amazing.
So is he only the punt returner or he's the kick returner
he's
too?
Both.
So you would just take. I don't know how you could do it just for the Chiefs. I haven't seen a line for that. I've only seen obviously special teams or defensive.
You would take him. He's
to score a touchdown.
Oh, yeah. You would take him.
What's his name, Steve?
Nico Remigio.
Nico.
Is that Italian?
It's not Jewish.
So for any time touchdown scorer, he is 28-1.
On what site?
DK.
I think Kev found 45-1 on FanDuel, but I could be wrong.
He's probably 8-1 on Hard Rock.
Yeah, he's 8-1 on Hard Rock, exactly.
It might be different though, because that's just his anytime. So different books have the more unique odds. So maybe he just got if it's 45-1 on FanDuel for anytime, that's phenomenal.
That's incredible. Yeah. Good stuff, by the way. Okay, so that's Chiefs. Let's get your thoughts on the Eagles. So if you like the Eagles to win this game, I know we talked about you don't think it's going to be because of Jalen Hurts. So it's going to be because of Saquon Barkley. So you think Saquon's going to have a big game?
Not necessarily.
Okay, talk to me.
Well, so I respect Saquon so goddamn much. So if the game is close, I think he's a guy who could just take the game over. However, like I said, I think Spagnuolo, like you alluded to with Derrick Henry, he has to load the box, and you have to tell Jalen Hurts, beat me with your arm. Do it. I don't believe you can. Fucking show me you can. And I like this because it also correlates with Freddie Mills' prop with Jalen Hurts' pass attempts.
He's on the over.
He is,
Yeah.
and he's louder it. So I don't hate that for your longest rushing 50 yards for minus 280, 5-unit play of the year.
Oh, I didn't even mention that. Do you like that?
Yeah, I love it, man. I'm not even being sarcastic. I do actually like it quite a bit.
I'm hammering that shit.
I forgot which nerd I was listening to. He's ran 30 plus yards in 13 games this year, or 13 plus 30 plus rushes.
The yes should be minus 280.
Yeah, so yes, Freeze, that's a narrative every week, but every fucking defensive coordinator is a goddamn idiot and not Steve Spagnuolo.
Steak, you see this, by the way? Because you're going to fade Devontae Smith. He's got the easiest matchup on the board in the slot.
Yeah, and he tortures Steve Spagnuolo. I want you to stop saying I'm going to fade him. He's just not the guy I'm buying.
I have you on his under yards.
Yeah, I'm probably going to play it. Fine.
I will say, though, Devontae Smith, like, on paper, again, everybody's talking about he has the easiest matchup head-to-head against anyone on the field.
And he went crazy in the Super Bowl 2 years ago.
Why is that? Who's the guy that's matched up against him that's not good?
I forgot the name of the quarterback, unless you know it, State.
Wait, from 2 years ago or this game?
No, this game.
This game is Watson, right? Weren't you talking about him?
Jalen
Watson or something?
I think they're saying that he's going to line up in the slot, and he's not going to be lined up against Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs' nickelback is atrocious.
It's not Drew Tranquil, right? He's from Notre Dame. Isn't
he a safety?
I think it's a safety.
Yeah, but he's not.
Justin Reed is still there, right? He's a safety.
Yes, he's a
safety.
Reed
had an interception plus 850.
Trent McDuffie is a lockdown.
Kamari Connor. Thank you, McKiffin.
Right.
Ball number.
Wasn't going to come up with that.
Yeah. But yeah, so their slot is atrocious in nickel. So that's on paper, it's just the best matchup.
Yes, Barty Bart, thank you. I was talked off because somebody said Derek Jones was a fucking lockdown corner. Their nickel backup was from Buffalo. Okay.
Got no ball.
So you're gonna dare Jalen Hurts to beat you with his arm. That correlates to Freddie Mills' play, which you also like. So do you like Jalen Hurts pass yards, longest completion, touchdown?
Yeah, I mean, the cheeky way to play it, in my opinion, is longest completion for sure. Because if you're loading the box, he's absolutely going to challenge. He should challenge A.J. Brown with anybody one-on-one, no matter who's on it. So I think that'd be a good way to play it.
Okay. I want to say I like longest completions. And is it cool if I touch on Devonta Smith real quick?
Yeah, shit on.
Why do you feel the need to ask that, by the way?
Trying not to get contrarian that much these days or just take a bet because it seems too easy. But in my opinion, there's so many fucking reasons to bet Devonta Smith in this Super Bowl. There's so many reasons. Kev just added another one. He's from Louisiana. He's fucking has absurd stats against Spags defense. He went crazy in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs 2 years ago. The Chiefs are dog shit against the slot, and the Chiefs have no good cornerbacks besides McDuffie, who probably won't be lining up against him. It just feels so easy to me. Yeah. Devonta feels so easy in this game.
That's fair. So who is your guy?
Well, I like A.J. Brown.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. Yeah.
Matt, do you like Goddard?
I like Calcaterra.
I like Calcaterra too.
Aren't you two so fucking adorable? I bet you.
Oh, does Stig like Calcaterra too?
Yeah, I like him anytime.
Yeah, surprise. I bet you guys had this conversation in the fucking.
I promise, we did not.
Yeah. Okay. Do you like Travis Kelce? Sorry, I know we've already moved on from the Chiefs, but Steak is going all in on Travis.
So the way I'm betting Travis Kelce, so he's going to be my last touchdown scorer of the game, and which correlates with Greg's stupid ass proposal bet.
Gogurt is so funny because you literally said that.
I said go dirt, but yeah.
That was Gogurt.
Okay, go ahead, Matt.
No, Kelce last touchdown, and I'm going to parlay that with a yes proposal. So they're mutually exclusive.
Did you find that anywhere but Bet Online?
No. Oh, I don't know.
I'm asking Matt.
I haven't found. I honestly haven't
Highly
found it yet.
doubted,
That's
dude.
just from the show, but I'm gonna bet that proposal bet. But
I
touchdown
gotta-
bet, yeah, that's on every site.
I got Mad City down for $3. We got limited.
You're a whale, dog. You're an influencer.
$3 is insane.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, bring back $1.20. Matt, what's the coin toss?
I don't bet that shit.
Okay, fine, fair
Just
enough.
say one. Just say one.
Heads.
Okay, good. Steak, are you on heads?
I'm on Chiefs to win the coin toss.
Oh yeah, that's right. and with that look on your face, you're taking tails.
No. I wouldn't do that. Why would I fade your coin toss?
I don't
Are you
know.
on tails?
Me? No, I'm a heads guy.
He likes heads.
But
Yeah, we do.
for what it's worth, I'm only on heads because Big Head was my nickname growing up.
Big
I
or big?
swear I started betting the coin toss on the. It was a. I didn't enjoy the Super Bowl at all. I was also blackout drunk. The Seahawks Steelers,
Mhm.
and I don't remember exactly, but back in the day, I swear heads was coming in more often than not. I don't think I've hit a coin toss for the last like 5 or 6 years. I think it's been
All right. Do you play roulette?
yeah, I love
I
roulette.
do.
So it's black and red, and you're gonna see that stupid fucking board where it shows red 7 times in a row, and you're the contrarian who's gonna keep betting black until it hits, right?
No, don't say
That's a
that.
decent point.
No, it's not. I'm not betting heads.
Great
because
point.
Tails came in 7 times in a row. I just told you. I started betting heads back in the day because it was my nickname, and the shit was coming in.
So fucking switch. It's hitting tails, motherfucker.
I'm staying true to my roots. The second I switch, the heads is going to start coming in. Hey,
Hey, real quick, Nicky Gambles. I would really try to find a rushing and a receiving prop because I'm gonna fucking kill myself if I bet just receiving and he has that rush. I swear he's gonna have.
Yeah.
Also, I think he's getting in the end zone.
all right, Matt, we'll wrap it up here in a bit. But what's your Super Bowl POD? I don't really know that you've given one.
I've
There we
not.
go.
Yeah. So I'll throw out two nice cute bets, which I actually like quite a bit.
Okay.
It's the I've bet both the Eagles to score first and to lose. I've also bet the Chiefs to score first and to lose. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
What are the
I
odds
like
on that?
The Eagles is 10-1 and the Chiefs
No
are 8.
way. What?
Yeah. Well, think about it. If the team's up, the odds are good. I mean, live odds shift to
Yeah,
that team
But I mean,
automatically.
you score first. You go up 3-0. I mean, the odds change that drastically for you to not win the game. That's crazy.
I don't fucking make the odds, brother. I just
No,
bet.
I know. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
DJ's right. That is pretty crazy.
that's
Yeah,
wild.
so if
I
you
thought
like
you were
it,
going to say plus 250.
Nah, that's why I fucking bet it because it looked really fucking nice. It's not hitting, but it looks nice in my slip wallet right now.
It,
It
might
doesn't-
hit.
It
might
doesn't
hit.
have to be a touchdown.
It just says score first and lose.
Oh, by the way, I tweeted my POD with the Chiefs to commit the first penalty. I don't know if I need to add this or not, but it is the first accepted penalty. I looked at it again in my cart. Do you think I need to-
Absolutely needed to be that. Everyone should know that.
Okay, I'll have to retweet that. And make
It would
sure
be
that-
great if it was just that first play of the game. Fucking Jawan Taylor was lined
my
up
God.
on the slides.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just
That'd be awesome.
That can't happen because the Chiefs are going to win the coin toss. and defer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and defer, right. All right, Matt, what's your other cute play? And then we got to shut it down.
POD is total punt yards under.
Ooh. Well, if you
Yeah.
like both teams to score 40, nobody's kicking the ball.
No one's kicking the ball. Which also correlates with my total fourth downs over 2.5 at plus money.
That's one of mine too, buddy.
Oh, love that, brother.
All day.
No one's fucking punting the ball, bro. You know, and these kickers, Butker, that dude's he's on he's on Doge right now. Like he's all busy with that shit with Elon. And Jake Elliott fucking sucks. They don't trust that guy at all anymore. And you talk about the Eagles were run on 4th down from 4th and 2 from on their side of the 50. No
Mhm.
one's punted the goddamn ball.
I actually agree with you.
Thank
Might
you,
add
sir.
that. Are you putting anything in the newsletter, by the way?
Yeah, I've been fucking up. I'll send you a
No, you're fine. We're sending out tomorrow. You should do the punt yards. That's fun.
It was either that or Hunt under touchdowns.
Yes, McKiffin. That's what I got. Too.
I like punt yards personally. Don't go
I'm
crazy.
leaning towards
Corn
that's
sent me a
my-
novel on fucking Jahan Dotson getting 3 receiving yards. He said, is that too long? I'm like,
Is that his play?
yeah,
He sent you a novel?
novel.
Oh, I'll fucking match it word
But
for word.
no, he said he sent me like 3 other plays too. He's like, you can pick whatever you want. But I said, what's your favorite one? He said Jahan Dotson. He said, is it too long? I said, but I don't know. I'm not done reading it yet.
Yeah, so W Corn though, I got a minus 115 to the over. It's now minus 115 to the under. So fucking nah. Thanks for the CLB.
Nice. Good job.
The books reflect my action.
Yep. All right. Well, that's kind of wild. Deej for FanDuel, KC to score first and lose is plus 360. Yeah, that's wild. Great bet if you got a 10-1. All right. Wait. Also, fourth down. Yeah, fourth down conversion. So they got to get it.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah,
Yes.
it's not fourth down attempts, and penalties have to be accepted. Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Quickly before I didn't hear you guys 2 PODs because I actually have to wrap up. Also, your best play.
Saquon Barkley under longest rush 25.5, and Chiefs commit the first penalty. 2 units. I already got it. Minus 105. Accepted penalty.
How many units are you putting on the minus 280?
I don't have that in. I'm probably going to put 3 units minimum, 5 units maximum.
I put 5 units on McCaffrey to score a touchdown last year, minus 250. Got me 2 units.
Oh, he scored. Yeah.
The only fucking Niners player to score a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was
I don't
Steak's
fear- I don't
goddamn
fear
third person to score a throw touchdown pass.
We're just a couple of guys who don't fear juice. Steak doesn't fear juice. He'll lay a fucking minus 400 if he likes it. All right, Steak, what's your 2 PODs?
I can't give 2. First half under, and second half over. I'm playing those 2. That's happening. And then I like Travis Kelce over receptions, Xavier Worthy over rushing yards. I love DGen's Chiefs first penalty, but I also really love Eagles first timeout.
Okay.
They're getting flustered first. Nick Sirianni's getting flustered first.
He will poop his pants first. I like that quite a bit.
I like that. All right, guys, I got to run.
Yeah.
Matt, thank you for joining. Steak, appreciate you. We'll see you Sunday morning. By the way, Sunday morning, Greg will be on, Steak will be on, and GRP is going to come on.
GRP?
For the
I
first
thought Corn was coming on.
Corn might come on too, although I don't know. He said he doesn't have much to say. He just
You could put Corn on it if you want to put Corn on instead of me. I've been on it quite a few times this week. Corn and GRP would be cinema.
Oh, I know, but Corn, I've already asked Corn. He said he doesn't have much to say. He doesn't like much. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Or if we can somehow get Chewy from the Philippines with GRP, I think that also would
Oh
be-
my God, it'd be over, dude.
All right, thank you guys. Have a great day. Appreciate you. And
Thanks, man.
I didn't mean to. By the way, I didn't mean to do that.
Bye.
See you guys. Have a great day. Goodbye. All right, Matt's play will be featured in the newsletter. Don't forget, go subscribe if you haven't already. All right, there he is, Nate Dogg. It's been a while since I've seen you drop a penis in here. What's up, GGs? Check you later. All right, gentlemen. It's been ladies and gentlemen. It's been fun. I'll send you over. Is Owner's Box up? Nope. Betting news. I'm gonna piss my pants. By the way, I'll send you over to betting news. Tell them what's up. Thank you as always. Don't forget if you're going to any games this weekend, promo code DGen SeatGeek. First purchase $20 off. If you're signing up on Underdog, we're gonna do an entry on Sunday morning. Promo code DGen 50% deposit match up to $1,000. I will raid betting news. Is it your betting news or betting news? Betting news. Raid. Boom. DJ, do you like each team to score a passing touchdown or rushing touchdown? Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. I like Pacheco. Pacheco over longest rush is my 3rd POD. I didn't give it to you. I only gave you 2. Over longest rush, 3rd POD. Have a great day, guys. You all are awesome. Thanks for the support. We'll check you.